Location: the north face of Mount Kailash. Altitude: 800 meters. In the death zone, the body is slowly dying. Digestion stops, the brain swells. You are a ghost inhabiting a corpse that just hasn't stopped moving yet. I kicked my crampons into the sheer wall of blue ice, testing the hold solid. Tenzing. A voice crackled in my earpiece. It was Dr. Evelyn Reed. The readings are spiking again. Frequency 18 hertz infrasound. It's coming from inside the mountain. Save your breath. Evelyn, I said, my voice muffled by the oxygen mask. We need to reach the ledge before the sun drops. My name is Tenzin. I used to be a monk, then a guide, then nothing. Now I guide crazy people to places where maps are blank. Evelyn wasn't crazy, she was dangerous. She believed there was a temple up here built to control the weather. I pulled myself up over the lip of the ice shelf. I froze, not from the cold. Ahead of us, carved directly into the vertical cliff face, was a massive wooden gate. Carvings of demons and clouds were visible under the ice. By the Buddha, I whispered. We found it. Evelyn gasped it, climbing up beside me. The Citadel of Whispers. A bullet chipped the rock inches from my head. I didn't think I tackled Evelyn, driving us both into the snow behind a boulder. Sniper, I yelled! Down below, 3 figures in white tactical snow camo were setting up a position. The Obsidian Group. Evelyn hissed. They tracked my satellite uplink. They don't want the temple, Tenzing. They want the bell. What bell? The one that can vibrate this entire mountain range into a landslide. They want to bury the valley below to access a lithium deposit. You forgot to mention the part about mass murder in the briefing. I growled, checking my ice axe. It was my only weapon. We have to get inside, she said. If they ring it, we all die. Location: inside the Citadel. Time: 16:30. We breached the gate. Inside, there was no wind. The silence was absolute, heavy and smelled of juniper incense and dry rot. We were in a massive central hall hollowed out of the mountain. But it wasn't empty. Sitting in rows, frozen in the lotus position, were monks, dozens of them. They weren't statues. They were mummified by the cold and dry air. Their skin was like parchment, their faces serene. They died meditating, Evelyn whispered, her light sweeping the room. No, I said, walking to the nearest figure. Look at their ears. Blood-dried, black blood had run from their ears and noses. They were killed by sound. Evelyn realized overpressure. At the far end of the hall stood the device. It looked like a giant Tibetan singing bowl, but inverted. It was made of a strange, dark metal that seemed to absorb the light. Massive bronze chains connected it to a wheel mechanism.
The resonator, Evelyn said, walking toward it mesmerized. It focuses wind currents through the mountain's tunnels to create a standing wave it can liquefy snow. The massive wooden doors behind us groaned. The mercenaries, they were cutting through the barricade we'd hastily erected. Can you disable it? I asked. I need to calculate the counter frequency, Evelyn stammered, but the mechanism is mechanical. I can't hack it. The doors exploded inward. 3 men entered. The leader, a scarred Russian named Volkov, held a climbing rifle. Dr. Reed, Volkov's voice, boomed in the acoustic chamber, echoing perfectly. Thank you for opening the door. Please, step away from the gong. You'll kill thousands, Evelyn shouted. We will reshape the geography. Volkov smiled. Progress requires destruction. He signaled his men, secure the wheel, prepare to sound the tone. I was hiding in the shadows of a giant pillar, gripping my ice axe. I was outnumbered, outgunned, but this was my mountain, and I knew something they didn't. Acoustics. I looked at the ceiling. Massive icicles, some the size of spears, hung directly above the mercenaries, held by the freezing temperature. I didn't need a gun. I needed a sound.
Location, the resonance chamber. Time, the climax. Volkov's men began to turn the great wheel. The massive dark metal bow began to hum. It wasn't a sound you heard. It was a sound you felt in your teeth. Dust started to fall from the ceiling. Tenzin! Do something! Evelyn yelled as Volkov grabbed her arm. I stepped out from the shadows. I dropped my ice axe.
Stop!
I said, my voice cutting through the hum. Volkov laughed, aiming his rifle at me. The Sherpa a little late for heroism. I'm not here to fight. I said, lowering my stance, I'm here to pray.
Pray!
Volkov sneered. Go ahead, make it quick. I closed my eyes. I focused on the vibration of the bowl. I found its rhythm. I didn't sing a prayer. I hit a low B flat. The exact resonant frequency of the ice stalactites above. My voice, amplified by the chamber's unique architecture, filled the room. The mercenaries looked around, confused. The sound was disorienting. Above them, the ice began to crack. Volkov looked up, his eyes went wide. Fire! He pulled the trigger. The bullet hit my shoulder. Pain exploded in my arm, but it was too late. The vibration of my voice, combined with the humming of the bowl, shattered the hold of the ice. Tons of razor-sharp ice spears detached from the ceiling. They fell like rain of glass. The sound of impact was sickening. Wet crunches and the shattering of ice. Volkov was pinned to the floor by an icicle the size of a man. The wheels spun freely, the bull's hum began to rise, getting louder.
Get overloading!
Evelyn screamed, running to me. The chain reaction has started. The whole temple is going to collapse.
The window!
I pointed to a circular opening high in the wall. It's 100-meter drop to a snow slope.
Better than being buried!
We ran, the floor was cracking behind us. The sound was now a deafening shriek. We reached the window. I clipped our harness to my belt.
Jump!
We threw ourselves into the void. The cold air rushed past us. We free fell for 3 seconds, then hit the steep powder slope below. We tumbled, rolling, sliding, a tangle of limbs and snow. Above us, the citadel of whispers exploded, not with fire, but with sound. A shockwave of snow and rock burst outward, erasing the entrance, sealing the secret forever. We came to a stop a mile down, buried in soft powder. I lay there, staring at the sky. It was blue, silent.
Tartan!
Evelyn coughed. Are you alive? I touched my shoulder. It was bleeding, but the cold had already numbed it. I think so. I groaned. Did we stop the avalanche? Evelyn looked up at the mountain. The peak was still there. We stopped the big one, she said, but I think we just got fired. I laughed. It hurt, but it felt good. I reached into my pocket and pulled out a small piece of the dark metal I had grabbed. Not fired, I said. We just became independent contractors. Evelyn smiled, leaning back against the snow. Independent contractors, she agreed. I liked the sound of that.